Dun 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 dun. So tonight we're gonna disassemble our old turbo and just kind of check it out, and don't really have any intentions on putting it all back together. From what I hear, these things are pretty tuned from the factory. If you just make the slightest little mistake, you could, you know, throw the whole turbo off balance and whatnot. So I'm not gonna be anticipating putting this all back together and making it work. So the fun part for me is just going to be to dismantle it and see how many pieces it is. Not only have I always wanted to have a turbo on the bench, I've always wanted to actually disassemble one and see everything that goes on inside. I'm going by a little procedure that I found online, TD04L Turbo Rebuild Guide. So I'm just going to kind of follow it step by step and see what we can do here. Got an assortment of tools, 17 for your banjo, 10 millimeters, 8, 12, some random tools I'll need. Can we see what we're doing? Can we see what we're doing? It's kind of dark, kind of shadowy. Down a skosh. That's a wee bit better right there. Nice little view. We're gonna go after this clamp right here, kind of holding on your hot side and cold side. I think that's what holds the clocking position. 10 millimeter nut. All right, might get a little messy. Put down a little courtesy rag, got a little bit of coolant spilling already. If you guys don't know, this is the turbo that we believe has bad oil seals and causing my car to smoke all crazy. This turbo is an original with 173 plus thousand miles on it, my old Subaru WRX. So this thing's old, worn out, and I think it's gonna be retired for sure, for sure. So I just wanna take it apart, check it out inside, blah, blah, blah. Let's get our nice little impact driver, get our 10 mil on there. Got Makita doing all the work. Make sure it's going in reverse. Pop this little baby off. There we go. Okay, we got that off. First piece is off. All right, looking good. Get the old clamp off here. Very nice. Pretty simple. Just gotta keep everything in order here. I was looking up a rebuild kit on this actually, and it was like 300 bucks. It's like, really? Got all kinds of rust going on right here on the seam. Next, I'm gonna go after these the old coolant lines here with our 17 millimeter banjo bolts. See if my Makita's got enough balls to break these things loose with my non-impact socket. Don't judge me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no problem at all. Again, if you do intend on rebuilding this, you want to reference where everything goes, what orientation everything is. You might want to make some reference lines on certain parts. But in my case, I am not going to be reusing this thing. Just basically, this is going under the knife for science. It's just a donor turbo. Okay, we got the double doubles. Okay, I didn't realize this is actually one line. It's linked together. Good OEM quality. Same deal, you got your copper crush washers on the top and on the bottom. They're still kind of wedged here. Get these babies off. Little flathead screwdriver. Parts tray. Banjos. Okay, making progress here. What's next? What's next? Next, I'm gonna tackle this oil return line here. Oil return line, we're gonna take these two 10 millimeter bolts out right here. These two rusted fellers right there. We're getting her torn apart piece by piece. We've got an oil return line here. Set that aside. Now we're gonna try to split. We're gonna try to split the hot side and the cold side apart. With all these heat cycles and corrosion and whatnot, sure we're gonna need some type of penetrant to get in here and do its job. But we're gonna give it a shot with our, basically just with the flathead screwdriver. We'll rubber mallet as well, maybe try to separate it. Take some gentle persuasion to get this thing going. Just gonna try to dig out the crevice, try to break up some type of seal. Alright, WD-40, let's get you soaking here. Let's see what we can do. Get a first initial soaking. Hopefully I don't have to bring on the torch and the heat to get this thing separated. We're gonna have faith in the WD-40. It's not even time to bring out the big guns, the PB blaster. We're gonna start with WD-40 and see how she treats us. Well, I don't know if this thing's gonna come apart tonight. I might have to have it soaking all night. I've just basically been spraying it with WD-40 around the seam here. I'm going at it with a wire brush, trying to get into the crevice all the way around to kind of break some stuff free. So we're just doing a couple of rounds of this and seeing what we can do. I can see a lot more of the flange in there. There's a lot more exposed now because it was just packed full of corrosion. Might just have to soak it in PB Blaster before I go to bed tonight and see what we get in the morning. It's not necessarily the proper hour of the night to be banging on something like this, so I'll keep the noise to a minimum. PB Blaster it is. But it's best when it actually sprays out of the nozzle. No more gas in here to let it squirt, so rip to the PB Blaster. Well, good thing a true gearhead keeps an extra can on hand here. We even got the easy spray nozzle. You can control the pressure. It's pretty handy. Controlled flow, baby. Just let her soak, let her do its job, and we'll be back at it soon enough. Alright, so next morning we're going to go on ahead and see if we can bang this thing up some more and hopefully get it separated. We're going to have at it again, so wish me luck. Be nice to put this in a vise. It looks like she's trying to split a little bit. I'm just gonna hold it, got the heavy side down, kind of let gravity work with me as well. Start hitting the flanges, alternating the sides as I hit it, trying to make it come off evenly. Boom! All right, right here on camera, we got to split apart. Oh boy, let's dig in, see what else is involved here. Well, it's already too late now, but if you were planning on, you know, putting this thing back together, you probably should have referenced the orientation at which the turbo was clocked, because that'll determine how your fitment's going to be when you go to put it back together. Just a little heads up. I'm just taking this thing apart, man. This thing is cool. There's your turbine right here. You got your 17 or 13 tooth turbine. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 teeth? 12 teeth? Looks like a 12 tooth turbine there. But this shaft, I believe, is balanced. This turbine wheel is balanced along with the other side. Okay, piece by piece, this thing's coming apart. Pretty cool so far. Kind of get a better look here. Apparently you can buy like the cartridge as well, where you can just swap out the internals here. I want to need some big old snap ring pliers. It's a big old snap ring right here. You can see the hole, one here, one there. You got to compress that in, and the snap ring will come off. And I believe it'll release this housing here. Look on the cold side here. But we're learning as we go, so hopefully these little baby snap ring pliers, hopefully they'll do the trick. Ooh, I knew that was gonna happen. This thing's probably so bad. Probably need to maybe PB blast that area as well. Kind of loosen up the corrosion around the snap ring. Still trying to get this pesky little snap ring off of here. It's giving me some issues, I gotta say. It's just like a thick snap ring, you know? Like my little dinky snap ring pliers just aren't cutting it. Just doesn't have enough girth to do it right. Ooh. Not enough bite on there to get this thing unsprung here. It's just crazy, bro. It's crazy. This little dinky turbo. Can't even get that little snap ring off. What the hell? If I keep trying to attempt to get this thing off, I think I'm just gonna ruin these things in the end. This is absolutely incredible. Incredible how much work this takes. For the amount of work I'm trying to put in, trying to get the snap ring off. It's really ridiculous, I gotta say. Just to not rebuild it and not put it back together. Just to kind of see the inner workings. All this work just to see that. Sure. So I'm gonna get ghetto here. Got my needle nose pliers. I'm just gonna start clamping this baby down. No way, look at that. Can you see it? It's kind of coming off. Oh, it definitely compacted though. Definitely had it compacted there. All right, we're gonna regroup. We're gonna reload. All right. Well, rip to these snap ring pliers. Couldn't quite handle the force behind this snap ring. These are old Pittsburgh, I believe, but still kind of sucks. Pliers would have been perfect for any other snap ring that wasn't so ginormous. But unfortunately, those, rest in peace. Well, we're back at it again. We're back at it tonight. What am I gonna do? I've destroyed like 2 pairs of snap ring pliers already. I just don't have the beefy style that I need to get this thing off. We're gonna get this off at any means necessary. So yeah, we might just be jeopardizing our snap ring. But like I said, at this point, it doesn't really matter because it's not going back together anyway. Okay, I've sparked an idea. I forgot I brought home these cool little pen pliers that I got from work. I was hoping that they would fit right in the hole of the snap ring, but it looks like the hole in the snap ring is a little too small to fit these girthy boys in there. I'm going to attempt to drill out the holes on the snap ring itself, and hopefully I'll be able to open it up wide enough to slip these pins in there. Hopefully this will be enough, have enough leverage on there to get this dang snap ring out. About 30 seconds. Try that guy. gonna go down a size. I'm gonna go to 9/64 here. Maybe it'll get into that hole. Give me a chunk out of it first. Oh, we're slipping on the chuck. Ooh, hold that thing better. A little small. Let's work it up to a bigger size here. I think we're getting somewhere. Gonna switch to our 5/32 now. Just a hair bigger. Got it opened up a little more there. Should accommodate my little pin pliers here. Okay, we're in there. I don't know if this is gonna be a good idea or a bad idea. I guess we'll find out. So I see it coming away from the edge right here. You can see the ring, it's coming apart right underneath here. All this for nothing really. Oh, you bastard, dude. I lost it. I lost the position. God, this is so ghetto. We're going with the trusty old vice grip clamp here. Irwin, whatever. Irwin quick grip. Come on, dude. Don't let me down, brother. So close. Man, this is hard, especially to capture on camera. Jesus. Really should invest in a vise. I need a bench vise. That would make this a little easier. Oh, I knew I was gonna ruin my screwdriver. Rip to that flathead. It's crazy, dude. Crazy, bro. What can I use, man? Jeez. Okay, we're under the snap ring. Yes. Yes. Carnage, but we got it. Snap ring has been snapped off. Damn, that took way too long for what it's worth. But we got it. We did it, guys. We did it. This is the tool that I did it with. Pen pliers. I'm not really sure what they're called. Please forgive. But man, oh man, we got it apart. Man, that was a struggle. I do not recommend that for anybody. Anybody at all. Okay, I guess now we're gonna let the fun continue. Probably won't need our drill bits. Get those put away. We had to do what we had to do. I'm hoping the rest should be pretty smooth sailing, right? So snap ring is coming off. Voila. So now this housing should separate from the cold side. Hopefully. Might take a little bit of persuasion here. Again, I don't recommend a full-on hammer on this if you're trying to reuse any of this stuff. Rubber mallet would suffice. But here we go. Our cartridge is in the hand now. This is the culprit. This is what went wrong in the turbo. Now, where is the oil seal? I'm assuming it's behind the shaft somewhere. Sure is a work of art, though, I gotta say. Look at the precision balanced blades or something. Well, here's the issue. This is why it was such a pain in the butt to get out. Look at all that corrosion. Should have soaked this thing in PB Blaster for like a week. This is a good cold side right here. If anybody wants one, got one for cheap. Okay, there's a little pin there. So that pin is a locator. There's a little peg right there, a little peg here that lines up with the hole on this side. So at least you know that you're cocking it right. Sorry, you're clocking it right. So that's kind of handy. I guess we can start dismantling the whole cartridge part. Check out where our oil seal went bad. Yeah, pretty excited. We got this thing apart finally. Jesus. I can't believe it was that hard. Alright, let's move on to the cartridge and get this thing torn apart. We have a 12 millimeter, looks like a 12-point nut. And then we have a 8 millimeter nut. I'm going to put on the other end and I'm just going to zippity zap it off and see what happens. This is for science. Only for science. Oh, ha! It's going to be opposite thread. Righty loosey, lefty tighty. Well, I would have been trying to get that off for who knows how long. Probably would have stripped the crap out of it, but it's going to be a left-hand thread. Now what? Let's try and gently get this off. Again, you know, I'm going to be rough with it because I'm not planning on rebuilding. Just dismantling. Ooh. Look at that thing, huh? Not really sure what I'm looking at here. Definitely the shaft. This looks like some type of oil slinger, lubricator. Wish I had a breakdown on this thing. There's one of your seals, a little split seal. Pretty interesting. Oh, this guy should be free. Just like that. Oh, another snap ring. Oh boy, hopefully I can get this one off easier. So we're just dismantling this thing for no apparent reason. Just because we can. Let's see, now that our snap ring pliers are ruined, I do have another pair, so I'm going to try these ones out. These ones are kind of cool. You can just kind of close them as you twist it. So we're going to open it up, put them in here. It's not going to work. These things are a little too wimpy. Alright, we found another pair of snap ring pliers. I believe these should work. Oof, still a little tricky. Oh, come on, brother. Let's try these beefy ones. These are a little bit thicker, a little bit more rotation. There we go. Oh my god. Sheesh. That was a close one. Found it way underneath the wife's car. So we got the snap ring off. Now what are we doing here? Well. Of course it came apart off camera. But basically, this is some of the carnage that just kind of exploded out the bottom here. So I just put my screwdriver in there and just kind of gave it a couple love taps and kablamo. Piece came out. A couple pieces, that is. Not really sure what they're called. But we have this piece and that a piece and a couple other little pieces. This guy, that guy. So, you know, numerous parts coming out, and I think we still have more, possibly. So just give it a nice couple good whacks, and you'll get that part out. Highly not recommended. Any hoosers, there's like a freaking roll pin in here. I don't really know what the hell I'm doing, clearly. Yeah, just dismantling a turbo, that's all. Nothing to see here, folks. Okay, I see a little internal seal, some type of like lip seal going on. I notice we have a seal around this area. We have a seal on the inner diameter. Pull this guy out. Little this, little that. Just don't know. Just don't have a clue. I guess I could have did some research on what goes where and how to get out what and the proper way to do things, but what's the fun in that? Man, all the action's happening off camera. I just gave this little area a couple hits with the hammer there, and this little ring pops off, and voila, we have some more carnage underneath. Basically, it looks like burnt oil and debris. Look at that, dude, damn. Thing's all crusty. 170 whatever thousand miles of original wear and tear. What a mess, what a mess. Well, this might be the end of the dismantling. Time to just admire all the parts and throw them away. Battery's gonna die, uh-oh. We're gonna get all the parts that we dismantled, put everything in a little tote, a little plastic carrier, for no apparent reason. There we have it. A dismantled turbo. So that's about all there is to it for this TD04L turbo that came out of my 06 WRX. This is all the inner workings and everything that makes up the turbo. So that's the turbo teardown on my old TD04 from my 06 WRX. It's not really much to it, a bunch of parts and crap. Maybe one of you out there could find this video entertaining. I don't know. Disassembled turbo, looking for a new home. I'll send you everything here if you guys want to rebuild it. Just shoot me a price and maybe we can make a deal. Just a quick pointless video. Hope you guys found it entertaining. If not, oh well, I tried. Okay guys, take it easy. We'll see you guys on the next one. Use a floor sander from Home Depot that's cheap to rent with a sanding pad.